Welcome on this channel. Welcome to StarCraft II. I did a thing. I made a ranked match in StarCraft, and my last ranked match in StarCraft II is at least 8 years ago. I used to play StarCraft so much. It was my first esports title, StarCraft II, not StarCraft I. I have approximately, I think, 10,000 hours in this game. But I stopped some time ago and I went on to play some other games very heavily. And now I came back and was very unprepared. I didn't train anything. I haven't dated up any build orders or the new meta with the new units. There are a lot of new units compared to the time I played ranked. But I just gave it a try, and I'm doing my first placement match here. That means I'm not ranked yet. I was diamond when I played ranked 8 years ago, 10 years ago, but now I'm not ranked. And the placement matches are all over the place when it comes to matchmaking. So my opponent could be a low player, a mid player, or a high player. And what I didn't know at this time, this is my opponent, Brainbug. He's actually bronze, means the lowest league in StarCraft ranked. I didn't know that yet, but I will soon notice. But which should be good news, is not really a big relief for me, because I am an old man now and very rusty, and all I'm doing basically in this game is still my muscle memory from 8 years ago. StarCraft is, if you want so, heavily depends on, how do you want to call it, circles you go. You use hotkeys, and every building you have, you bind to a certain hotkey so you can produce units all the time. For example, in my CC I produce workers, and you see I break the circle here. I forgot to build worker. Maybe I will start soon again. No, I'm so... Oh no. Now I start workers again, but I'm supply blocked. So you see, I remember the basic build, but the timings are all over the place. And I'm expanding like I'm used to, but I totally fucked up because I built a wall in at a ramp that doesn't make sense, and I should have had expanded maybe here with a gold expansion, but I didn't realize this at the moment because I don't know the map. First time I queue up 4 SUVs right now, but at least my main is saturated, and I'm having 3 racks up. That's good, at least. No other tech, that's bad. Should have started my factory long ago, and I'm not building any SCVs here, so you see there is much room to improve for me. If I look at my opponent, he has expanded as well, but in the right place. Obviously he knows the map, and he's done a 3-gate with shield batteries. The thing that he builds shield batteries it tells us that he is going defensive. I don't know that at the time, because when you see it from my point of view, I only see a cybernetics core and a gateway, and I didn't saw an expansion here, and I thought in my noob brain that I am these days that he's going to cheese me or push me, because I thought he hadn't expanded, because I forgot about the gold he expanded at. So I was preparing for an attack way too late, but I did anyway. And the attack comes, but it's really weak normally, and now he's going for a robo now, which will not help him during this push, so he's pushing with stalkers. And now I'm in a very, very desperate spot, because I don't have any troops really. I have a bunker and marines, and here's some stalkers which I can't really fight, but now I do a stupid thing. I pull my SCVs, and instead of repairing my bunker, just keeping my Marines in the bunker and repairing it, I push his stalkers with my SCVs in the front, like I'm already against the wall. And now I lose my bunker, and now you see some really good micro from me. That's ironic, by the way. I try to pull my SCVs in the front and attack with my Marines, but you see it's not really effective. But he thinks I'm doing well because I'm moving up and down, and yeah, he just could have killed me. He just has focused my Marines, and it would have been all over by now. At this point, it's over normally. He can now focus my Marines with a little micro, but he doesn't finish me really. And I'm now on the high ground. I remember that I have a gold here. I put my CC to the gold, and instead of killing me, he decides to kill off my gas, and I live to see another day. Normally, if this would be an opponent from higher MMR, I would be dead by now. This mistake with the bunker, this push anyway, was not really a real push, and he has not upgraded his stalkers at all. He has not he's not built a Twilight Council yet. He decides to build a starport, which will win me the game. Because Void Rays suck. And he's doing no upgrades at all. And I'm doing my stim with nearly 7 minutes into. So I fucked up with upgrades. He, if you want to say so, he fucked up all as well, because he's not doing any upgrades, and he has done a very strange tech choice to go with starports and Void Rays later. Normally, as a Protoss against Terran, you go Colossus, especially when you see a lot of bio, which he saw. Or you go Templar or stuff, but not Void Rays. Void Rays just suck. It's good for me. I won't complain. But now here's the next push from him. And now he has an Immortal. Immortals are good against Marauders, which I have won now. But I have established myself here, and this choke just saves my life. If we look at the resources, the income, there you can see what's most important. My income is quite good right now. It's higher than him, but we are only on 2 bases. No, we are not. He's on 3 bases, but I drop his 3rd. Because this one has to go, and I can snipe just an Immortal, then he targets my Medivac. And I decided not to drop this Marine. Very smart from me. So he's ahead basically in bases. He has more workers. And now he could just hold the lead, push me, take up, make a push. But he decides to go with a Void Rays. And this Void Ray is very weak against Marines, for example. And you see I'm doing a drop right now here to harass him a little bit. The best strategy if you play against not so good players, just to keep them busy all the time, harassing them. And I can even kill this gold base, which is good. Not the best thing I could do, because it's already mined, not mined out, but it's already mined. But he is already expanded here, so macro-mäßig he is macro-wise. He's ahead of me. I'm expanding right now. My 3rd base, very late. But I've managed to build a starport. Still not doing any upgrades at all. Concussive shells, I think I never will research. And here I'm running away from his next push. And I can barely hold it here. And he has no upgrades at all. And I have upgrades now with Stim, which is very important. And I have Medivacs, which is also important. So I can do some damage, trade good for me. While he is still pushing hard. Yeah, he is ahead, but he is also not good at microtasking like me. So we are still even in income. Active troops. He is ahead of me a little bit. But this is not so important right now because upgrades are also important, and he still hasn't done any upgrades at all. Good for me, that's why I'm still alive. And now he's thinking about macro, which is a good thing to do. I should too, but I don't. Oh, I do a little bit actually, and I add 2 more racks for mid-game. So I'm on 5 racks now, so I'm fully committed to bio. The next logical step for me would to get Vikings against possible Colossus and Ghosts against Templars, which he will never build. He will stick to Void Rays, but I don't know at this point. This is the Twilight Council he needs. A very strange place. Another drop from me. So I don't really do damage. I just keep him busy, and this will be very important later. Because these drops, he will remember these drops, but in a bad way. You will know what I mean when you see it later. I've established myself now a little bit, have organized my macro a little bit. This is still oversaturated, but I don't care. But this is now also running. You see my income should be, yeah, it's really good right now. This is the phase, my muzzle phase, where I can build an army. And at this point I'm thinking about what to do now. I was constantly on the run right now, and now I have to do something. And I decide to push him to the south, going this way. Meanwhile, I'm keeping up my macro as well a little bit. So the first minutes are over, the biggest stress first is over, and now something really important happens. I'm moving out, and he does as well. He has still no upgrades. He hasn't even researched charge, and I'm thinking about pushing down here and then seeing how much damage I can do. He just decides to push through the middle straight onto this base. I decided to load a dropship in and send it straight across the map to drop somewhere more north to distract him, but this gives me a very important information. He kills my drop, so it's important now to see what I know. I see him in the middle, and I know exactly what he's doing. The army at this point in time, at this position, moving towards my base, so he's attacking right. And I'm already here. And I decide at this moment to base trade, to just push his base and try to defend my base as good as it gets to delay his push. He, if you look what he sees, he doesn't see me. He doesn't know that my army is here, and now we will stay in his vision and see what he sees. He just killed my drop, and he's still moving, and he's not seeing me. And now, you see down here, an alert pops for my main attack, but he doesn't even look at it. And I think he thinks it's just one unit or another drop, which is not really dangerous for him, so he keeps on pushing. He keeps on pushing, he will really destroy my base, and now he's going back into base, and now he panics and sends his workers somewhere nowhere instead to his new base. And I have killed all his production right now. He has two buildings left, but he can produce no longer any army. And he decides to go base trade as well. And I fucked up this defense. This could have been way better. But he can base trade with me as well. He's in my main. Chaos all over the place. Base trade is always just chaos. You have to go by feeling there. And my target now is to kill his army. I have killed his whole production. I don't really care about this base or these probes at the moment, because even if he has a big bank, he can't spend it. It will take a lot of time till he has rebuilt. I know that, so I'm going to look for his army. He is still killing my main, and now something really funny happens, and I think it's more funny when we look at his vision. So he was really busy killing my base and stuff, and this is not really important for me at all, and I have killed his whole production, and he has 3 bases left, but he's not mining at all, so it's basically army against army. And I'm flying my starport away, and he has seen that. He has followed it with his 4 void rays, because I can build Vikings with it, and it's the last real building I can produce units from, because let's be honest, I won't be having fun with these 2 buildings here. So he's following it. He's probably assuming I'm still around here in his bases, but I've already rotated to my new base, and I'm going this way. And now if we see his vision, this is very funny. Yeah. Sees the base. And now he wants to hunt my starport. And he runs straight into my army. And here he loses 2 void rays, and this is huge. This is really huge. Because now his most important units are gone. Because if he kills enough Marines from me, or Vikings, I'm basically done. Marauders can't attack air, so void rays are very, very, very important now, ironically. But they are also weak, and they are only good if they can't be countered at all right now. But I have the high ground, and if you see the army value right now, I'm now ahead way, way, way in minerals, and you can see I can kill his army now easily. It just evaporates in front of my eyes. Yeah, there's rage quit. It was all over the place. We made mistakes. We both made mistakes like bloody noobs. I don't know if he was one. I certainly felt like one, but it was a lot of fun, and an outcome like this, yeah, it's always a good time. Thanks for watching.